Hey guys, it's Ian here, and this is my lab video for INTC 2030 Lab 11. We're going to be configuring disk quotas and verify that they work, and we will configure shadow copies and verify that they work. So we're going to do the shadow copies first. So in order to do that, first it has to be enabled. I have to go to the computer and then the local C drive. Right click properties and the shadow copies tab. Here where it says enable, we're going to click that. That's okay. It says it's going to take all the settings and create the volumes now. Click yes. And then click OK. Now here inside the C drive I have a folder named Lab 11. Inside it there's a text file I've created just to restore from the shadow copies. Inside it has some sample text created for demonstrational purposes, obviously. But inside it what we're going to do is we're going to add another line to it. Click save. We can close that. Now shadow copies are set on a schedule by default. However, they give you the option to create a shadow copy with a button. To do that, we'll go back to the local disk, go back to the shadow copies tab under properties, and click create now. And it's going to create another shadow copy. Click OK. And we're going to restore the file that we just had. Go to the Lab 11 folder, Lab 11 records, right click it, and click restore previous versions. We will highlight the earliest one that we created, click restore, and then restore again. It says it has been successfully restored to the previous version. It's good, okay. And as you see, highlight the latest one we created, we're going to click open. And as you see, this is the one that we created that had the extra line on it. And here's the later the one that we actually restored to that's missing that second line. That just verifies that the shadow copies are working. So click OK and close out of that. Alright, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to configure a hard quota on the Lab 11 folder to prevent users from storing anything in the folder. Now to do that you'll have to have the file server resource manager installed. To do that you'll go to the add roles and you'll add it from the file services. You're going to drill down from the quota management and we're going to create a quota. We'll name this one Lab 11 quota. It's going to be a 1 kilobyte quota. Then click OK, and it creates it right here. Now in order to put that quota on it, what we have to do is highlight the quotas, click create. We have to browse to the path of where the Lab 11 folder is. Then click OK. The quota that you want it to derive it from is the one we created, which is Lab 11 quota. And then we're going to click create. As you see here, here's the quota that we created. Now, if that quota is working, it shouldn't allow us to create a text document on the Lab 11 folder because it would be greater than 1 kilobyte. And as you see here, it gives us the message that there is not enough space on the Lab 11 folder. Go ahead and cancel that, and I'm going to minimize that folder. Now we're going to go back to the quota that we created, and just to see if it works, we'll delete the quota. And then we're going to minimize it, and it should allow us to create a text document back on that folder now that the quota is gone. That completes my video for INTC 2030 Lab 11. I appreciate you guys for watching.